everyone, let's simplify these ones. And they're getting uglier and uglier looking. I'll take lots of space. Alright, so let's write it. We have big square root 18p to the 5q to the 7 divided by 32pq squared. Okay? So these ones, the previous ones, we couldn't really simplify the fraction. Right? So they were like the fraction was as simple as possible. So we jumped into splitting the radical. But here I see that we can simplify things. Okay, so 18 and 32 divided by 2, so you get 9 and 16 left over. So I have square root of 9 over 16. If you look at the p's, p to the 5 over p, this gives p to the 4 on the top. And then the q's, q7 over q to the 2, this gives q to the 5 on top. All right, so simplify before you do the radical part, otherwise it gets pretty messy. Okay, so we're going to split this up. We have square root of 9p4q to the 5, square root of 16. All right. Now the 9 is good, it can come out as a 3. The p to the 4 is good, because we can divide by 2. But the q to the 5 we need to split up. So let's do that. We have square root of 9p4, q4, and q1, right? So q5 became q4 and q1. So this is going to simplify as 3p to the 2, q to the 2, square root of q. For the bottom, square root of 16 is just 4. So that just carries along. All right, there we go. All right, let's do part B. So we're doing this one now. Cube root 16x to the 5, y to the 7, over 54, x to the 2, y to the 2. To simplify the fraction first, it's a big cube root. So this divides by 2, so we get 8 over 27. 8 on top, 27 on the bottom. Then let's look at our x's, x to the 5 and x to the 2. We get x to the 3. And let's look at our y's. Y to the 7, y to the 2, that gives me y to the 5. Alright, so split up the radical, cube root of 8x cubed. We're going to write y to the 5 as y to the 3 and y to the 2. Because we need to divide by 3 here. And then cube root of 27. Alright, so cube root of 8 is 2. X to the 3 divided by 3 is x to the 1. Y to the 3 divided by 3 is y to the 1. But the y squared needs to stay inside the cube root. And then cube root of 27 is 3. Oh, so here we go. Alright, let's look at part C now. Okay, so we're doing 4th root of 5a to the 8, b to the 6, divided by 80, a to the 3, b to the 2. These both divide by 5, and we get 1 and 16. We group these together, and we group these together. So we have 4th root of, I get 16 on the bottom. A8 and A3 gives me A5. b6 and b2 gives me b4. Okay, so let's split these up. So we have 4th root. a5 we're going to write as a4 times a. b4 is good like that, because 4 divides by 4. And 4th root of 16. Alright, so 4th root of a to the 4, we get a to the 1. 4th root of a, that's going to stay 4th root of a. And 4th root of b to the 4 is b to the 1. And then 4th root of 16 is 2. Alright, so this is our answer for part C.